The spiritual literature is very vast. But out of this vast literature, some core principles, core statements have been collected by the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement, and that's what we impart to an aspiring student of spiritual science. First of all, what is science? Science is impersonal. It is not personal. It does not depend upon your personality. It's an objective reality. So, spiritual science means objective reality about the subjective reality. The spirit is the subject. Now I am speaking and you are listening. I am the subject speaking and you are the subject listening. Okay. Now, science is the objective observation science. Spiritual means subjective, the source. Now, spiritual science means objective realities, objective analysis about the subjective realities. That is the spiritual science. How I speak, how I think, how I move, what impact it has on me, how I speak has an impact on how I speak, how I think has an impact on how I think. Okay. How I eat is again having an impact on how I eat. Understand? Supposing I am eating more now, so much, then it has an impact on my eating tomorrow. Tomorrow I cannot eat anything. My system is out of control, so I have to fast. Why I am fasting tomorrow? Because I have overeaten today. Indigestion. Right? So, how you eat impacts on how you eat in the future. What you think now impacts on the what you think future. What you eat now impacts upon what you are going to eat tomorrow. If you eat chicken and mutton today, tomorrow you are going to be spoiled. So, what you speak now will change what you speak tomorrow. The friends that you are keeping today will impact on the friends that you are keeping tomorrow. If you change your friends now, you will also change your friends' future. Everything, what you do in the present, impacts on your future and creates your future in that particular direction. So these are all laws, objective laws. What you think, what you do, what you eat, how you sleep, how you think, all these things, they change your future speech, future thinking, future mind, future body, future life, future realities. So, event formation has got strict laws. So, these are life events, life experience, they're all objective realities. As much as any physics or any other subject, the objective reality, engineering, the subjective science, the life science is also an objective reality and it is available for analysis and experimentation and deriving out universal laws out of that. So all those universal laws which have been obtained by analysis and experimentation, the scientific method, applied with the scientific method to the subjective systems, that is spiritual science. If you speak unscientifically, then you will gather people who are equally unscientific around you. But if you learn to speak scientifically, you will gather only those people who also are of the similar temperament, who are also scientific in their speech. I am a spiritual scientist. Therefore, in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people are there who are interested in spiritual science. See, I have gathered you. through the way I live, I gathered this set of friends. Had I not been interested in spiritual science, do you think would you be here? No way. So I have attracted you. Like attracts like. This is a great spiritual science principle. There are many spiritual science statements. One great statement is the law of attraction. I attract you and you attract me. I am fascinated by you. Oh, students of spiritual science. You are also fascinated. Oh, teacher of spiritual science. Something new. When we went to school, there were no spiritual science there. Yeah? There was no department. There was no spiritual science. And you can see the result in the lives of people. They go to the school. They go into the college. They come out of the college. They go into business. They go into life. But there is no spiritual science, so everybody is unhappy. Everybody is miserable. Everybody is ill, diseased. They commit suicides. They commit murders. They spoil the environment. They spoil the ecology. They spoil the harmony between people. All because they are not exposed to spiritual science. The teachers in the school, the teachers in the college, they don't know what is spiritual science. How can they tell others? But this Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, for the past 30 years, has been working very hard to collect all the core spiritual science statements from all the spiritual scientists of the world, both ancient, medieval, and modern. For example, Vedavyasa is an ancient spiritual scientist. Guru Nanak is a medieval spiritual scientist. Barbara Marciniak is a modern spiritual scientist. They are all spiritual scientists. So we have gone through the whole study of the ancient spiritual scientists, the medieval spiritual scientists, and the New Age spiritual scientists, and culled out so many things. And we present them in a very simplistic way to all the academies, the school and the college, especially the teachers, so that they understand and they impart this to their wards. I'll give you some quote statements. One of the quote statements is like attracts like. If you change yourself, then you also automatically change your world. If you don't change yourself, you don't change your world. Because you attract the same world. What is the world? What is nothing but a group of people with whom you are living. That is your world. Right now, you are my world. Somebody in China, Russia, they are not my world. The people around you, they are called the world. That is the technical meaning of the word. The word world. Your world changes. Means the group of people who are around you changes because you change yourself. If you want to learn music, then automatically you will go into a circle where all people love music. If you want to love history, want to do research in history, then you will go into like-minded group. If you want spiritual science, again you are attracted to a group where everybody is interested in spiritual science. So as you define yourself, you define your world. As you change yourself, you change your world. Your world is not Russia, America, India, China. No, your world is the group of people around you, always, with whom you are interacting. Right? The best way to change your world is to change yourself. Or the only way to change the world is to change yourself. So this is a core principle. Another core principle is that, or core truth is that, you are not a body. You are an Atma. You are a speck of energy, consciousness and wisdom. ECW. E, everybody say E, C, W. E for energy, C for consciousness, W for wisdom. We are a speck of energy, we are a speck of consciousness, we are a speck of wisdom. Okay, yet we are not a speck. We are the whole, but for all practical speech, we say we are the spirit. We are unbounded. We are unlimited in time and space. In our dimensions, we are unlimited. One of the most important things in spiritual science is to understand the law of paradoxes. You are simultaneously something and also something the opposite of that something. Understand? You are simultaneously something and the opposite of that thing. Okay? That's a paradox. So the law of paradoxes, there are many such laws which you have to understand in spiritual science, which takes time, which takes training, which takes experimentation, okay, which takes a lot of group activity, group discussion, okay. Then you will understand one by one, many spiritual truths. Facts. One of the core spiritual science facts is that if you harm others, you will be harmed. If you help others, you will be helped. This is the law of karma. If I help you, then somebody will help me, not necessarily you will help me. I will receive the help from somewhere else. I give you help and I will certainly receive help from either from yourself or from some other quarters, which is equivalent to the help that I have rendered to others. This is the law of karma, which is a grand spiritual science act. And all people act as if there is no rule or law or principle in human affairs or in the affairs of the nature. Very funny. Very funny. All people who do not learn spiritual science are very funny. It is the other way of saying that they are all idiots. Civilized way of saying that we are very funny. Scientific way of saying this, we are idiot person. You don't know the law of karma. You don't know that you create your own things. How will you? You don't know that much? Very funny, very idiotic. Your headache came because of you. Your cancer came because of you. Your enlightenment will come because of you. Your health will come because of you. So this is our karma. What you do comes back to you. Multifold. This is the law of karma. Another law is that every experience adds to your fabric of the soul. You are a soul. And every experience gives you a richness of the soul, which differentiates you from all other souls. Another spiritual science fact is that there are innumerable number of dimensions, innumerable number of galaxies, innumerable number of planets and life systems. Earth is a small one. So all these things. And we take birth many times. And we choose our own life pattern. Sometimes you are rich, sometimes you are poor, sometimes you are a lady, sometimes you are a gent, sometimes you are homosexual. You change. You choose all those things for varieties of experiences. Okay. Every experience adds to the richness of the soul. This is another statement. No experience is discounted compared to any other experience, excepting killing others, where there is no self-defense is involved. If you are killing people and animals for eating them, eating the bodies, then you have to pay for it. You will pay for it.